All right, here we go. Hot Wheels Madness, first couple of days. Let's take a look at the bracket, specifically the northwest, the top left corner of the bracket, and specifically our first four cars, the 164 and the 956. Let's take a look. In car one, we've got Jojo's Mojo Jojo with driver Joanna Donovan, and versus number 64, the Golden Hambone with Pat Hamlin driving. Then we've got the number 9 car, which is Frank Donovan's Krull the Warrior King versus his very own dad, Devin Donovan, driving the homage to the great number 3, I Love You Dale. All right, let's dive right in. You want it. Here it comes. Race number 1. And it's going to feature the 1C, Joanna Donovan, against number 64, Pat Hanlon, driving the Golden Hambone. Let's get down to the track. And Pat's drawing the outside lane, the A lane, and Joanna's on the inside, the B, to start.
3, 2, 1.
They're off neck and neck going into the first turn. Drawing on the inside, takes the outside, and she takes the lead and keeps it all the way into the finish. Not even close. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, and it's 1 win for Jojo, 1 loss for Pat. On to Heat 2.
3, 2, 1.
There's Pat on the inside track. He takes the corner in the lead, and it looks like he's just going to hold this thing all the way down to the end. So far, B is the faster track. Tied up now, 1 apiece. Next winner advances to the next round. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
And we've got Pat on the favorite inside track, and let's see. Oh no, what happened there? Let's take another look in slow-mo, and it looks like Jojo's car comes off and just hits that post, and that's a DQ. But as we all know, you get 3, and that's Jojo's first, so let's move on to the 4th heat, where we find Pat on that favored inside track. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
And this is the race we've been looking for from these two drivers. It's very tight in the first turn, neck and neck in the second turn, but Jojo's in a good position coming into the inside to finish, and she takes the victory. And she'll advance 2 races to 1 over the Golden Hambone. And no real surprise there. If you're a single-digit seed, you better win your first matchup, let's be honest. All right, on to race number 2, and we've got number 9, Krull the Warrior King, weighing in at 30 grams against the massive I Love You Dale at 40. We'll see how big of a factor weight's going to be here.
3.
We've got I Love You Dale on the B track, the inside here as we start the first race. And here we go. Oh, and Dale derails right away. That's a DQ to start off this matchup. Okay, moving on to race number 2. That's heat number 2, sorry. And here we go. And Dale is flying out of the first corner. And as we come into the Amen corner cam, Dale's got a 1.5-second lead, and he's not going to give it up. Easy money for Devin. Sorry, Frank. On to the 3rd heat. And now we've got Frank Donovan on the B track. That's the inside. And it doesn't matter. Dale's already way ahead, and he's not going to give it up. He takes the A track, and it just goes to show that the faster racer is going to come out on top, folks. He only needed 3 races to do the deed, and Devin eliminates his son Frank. And so now let's take a look at the round of 32. It's going to be Jojo's Mojo Jojo against I Love You Dale. All right, and we'll take a look at our next 4 racers. We've got number 17, Pikachu, the yellow Volt, heading off against number 48, the cherry red car from driver Kara Bechtel. The 25 car, Florida Stanley, is driven by Chris Fitzpatrick, and he's going to see Ryan Fink's dune buggy, the Air Up There, in their first race. All right, so we'll head over to race number 3, and we've got the number 17 car, Pikachu, coming in at 31 grams, facing off against Cherry Red, number 48, weighing in at 27 grams. Let's get right down to the track. Let's see it.
3, 2, 1.
Pikachu. Oh, couldn't handle the turn. On Amen corner. Let's see what happened there. Just comes in too fast and ends up inverted. Good thing we cleared the fans out of that section. Otherwise, bad days. All right, 1 DQ for Pikachu. On to heat number 2. Here we go.
Switching. 2. 1.
Now off, it's neck and neck. Oh, and this time it's cherry red, and she hits a track divider and comes off the edge, and that's gonna do it. 1 DQ apiece heading into heat number 3. Who can hang on here?
Okay. 2, 1.
All right, nice even race, just what we came out to see, folks. Here we go. Pikachu comes around the corner and then breaks. Oh, and fails on turn number 3. 2 DQs for Pikachu, 1 more, and that's all she wrote. Here we go.
1.
All right, Pikachu with a nice healthy lead coming into first turn. And let's see, Amen Corner handles it easily this time. Turn 3, not a problem. Cruises to an easy finish. 1 win and 2 DQs for Pikachu. 1 DQ for Cherry Red. Let's see what happens. Race number 5. All right, Pikachu takes that inside corner and it's just too fast and hangs around and just flies through. Clearly, Pikachu takes the win, and let's move on to race number 4. All right, race number 4, we're going to see number 40 car, the air up there at 31 grams against Florida Stanley, the number 25 car, heavy guy, 36 grams. Here we go. Let's see. These two beauties should make for a decent matchup. Let's see how they do. All right, coming down the stretch, Florida Stanley with a healthy lead, and the air up there just cannot handle this turn. Let's see what happens. Just cannot hold on. As we called it Amen Corner for a reason, folks. People are having trouble with that turn. You know, sometimes it's about the speed, but sometimes it's about the maneuverability of these cars. And let's see what happens here on the inside. And the air up there just cannot handle Amen Corner, guys. All right, 2 DQs for the air up there. And last race coming, I think we all know what's in store. Florida Stanley is a very fast car, but he just doesn't have any competition here. The air up there just cannot do Amen Corner. And that's all she wrote for Ryan Fink and his dune buggy. First DQ of the tournament. Let's take a look. Pikachu and Florida Stanley advance. Not many surprises here. Once Pikachu got a handle of the track, he was really just the faster car. And Florida Stanley just simply didn't have any competition. We'll take a quick look at the wider bracket here. So Jojo's Mojo Jojo faces the 56 I Love You Dale for a spot in the Sweet 16. Meanwhile, the number 17 car, Pikachu, is going to face Florida Stanley, really yet untested Chris Fitzpatrick in the 25 car. He really just didn't have much to go off against because the dune buggy just could not handle those turns. So I think number 17 Pikachu is going to give him a run for his money. Well, that's all we got for this first 4 in here, folks. Thanks for sticking with us. See you next time.